Oh, what's up? What's up, everybody out there? Sorry, I was a little getting the internet squared away here in my lovely hotel room. Um, how is everybody doing? Boom, 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 boom. Streamlabs is up and running. We are logging in with that. All right. All right. Getting a text from Ron Placone. But I'm not. All right. Oh, who's there? Mike Standler. What's up, Joey Tracy? Austin Bellinger, new to the channel. Happy to be here. Welcome, Austin. We do this every week. Usually it's Sundays at 3 o'clock, but I'm flying back to LA tomorrow. So I thought it better to do it today while I'm in Chicago and do it a couple hours before Jimmy does his live stream. What's up, Carrie, Eric, Joy? Hello, you can hear me. The Bernie rally, yeah, I thought it was that was in Brooklyn. There's going to be a rally tomorrow in Chicago. I wish I wasn't flying back, but some people who were at the show last night were telling me all week. People have been saying Bernie's coming to Chicago tomorrow, but the Brooklyn rally, I believe today, was just nuts. So very, very cool. Very cool to see all that. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, OTR Trucker. Yes, day early. Susan Brown is here. Yeah. I just wouldn't get back in time tomorrow to do it at the normal 3 o'clock time. Shave those knuckles. So so I just decided to do it today. So that's what is going on. Who else we got here? Oh, you just came from the Bernie Sanders rally in Brooklyn. How was it? Let us know. Oh, Dana Fairbanks, MSNBC is trashing the Bernie during and after the rally. I'm sure. What are they just? Oh, his unrealistic pie in the sky. Yeah, we all heard it, man. We all heard it 2 years ago. Sorry. Or 3 years ago, really. 28 of you watching. Fantastic. Guys, hit the like button. Push this out on all your social media. That really helps. Dingo ate my baby. Hey, y'all. And then, of course, you can donate to the show on the Streamlabs and hit the super chat. I'll answer your questions. It was fantastic. There was so much people that came out to the Bernie rally. That's so awesome, man. That's just like, here it starts. He's just going to start kicking everyone's ass. He's already raising all this money, and he's doing it $27 at a time. So it's like, you know, I just love what he's doing. I just love what he's doing. I'm talking to Ron Placone right now because Jimmy is going to be doing his show live in Chicago at Thalia Hall like he did last time, and those tickets are already on sale, I believe. And he's talking about maybe adding a second night because last time it sold out. So yeah. I think it's Jimmy might add a date, and then I'm talking about maybe Ron and I doing a progressive comedy tour somewhere around that time too. So let's see. Wow. 16,000 live stream watchers on YouTube at TYT and WAPO for Bernie's thing. That's amazing. Yeah. Alan Parker, mainstream media's oligarchs propaganda mouthpiece machine for sure. He's just subscribed to Ron's channel. Cool. Cannon Fodder, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, like I said, I usually do Sundays at 3:00 Pacific time, but every once in a while when I do a Saturday, I know that that opens it up to some of you that can't normally be on the Sunday chat. So we can do a super chat Saturday every once in a while. I know some of you, especially that live in other parts of the world, like Australia and whatever, our Sunday afternoon is your Monday morning or afternoon. So some of you are at work and can't do it, but I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. The Salt Lakers, heathens, great. I wish Tulsi, Andrew Yang, and Bernie would team up. They'd be even stronger together. Ernie B. Nina was awesome. Oh man, she spoke. That's rad, Graham. Well, let me ask you. Let me go to this question about Andrew Yang, Bernie, and Tulsi teaming up. Look, this is early in the primary process, you guys. It's March of 2019. So we are, 17, 18 months away from the primary, or from the presidential election. So there's a lot of time. It's going to happen. This is what happens every primary. There's, a bunch of people, and it'll start getting whittled down. People are going to start running out of money. And I think that's what Bernie's going to do, and he's going to start grabbing these other people and saying, join me. And it's going to make him stronger. And there's so much about Tulsi that I like. There are some things I have questions about. Samira Khan did another interview, and Samira Khan and I talked about that, and she brought up some of those issues. But what I think is going to happen is Tulsi, at some point in the next 9 to 12 months, is probably going to, run out of money because people are donating to Bernie, and then she'll join Bernie. So, which is fantastic. You're going to that's what it comes down to. It comes down to campaign financing or fundraising, basically. So, this rally, he's, in Brooklyn today, and guess what? He's going to get on a plane probably this afternoon and fly to Chicago. That all costs money, and to fly his whole staff and everything, this all costs money. So that's what you need. And you need people to pay your staff. You have the whole team of people, doing all of his social media and pushing out his messages and setting up his interviews and all this stuff. So that all costs a lot of money, and you can't, people start running out of money. So Andrew Yang, there's a lot of good stuff about him, and I'm glad he's in the race, and anything these people can do to push everything to the left, but they're going to run out of money and they'll join up with Bernie, was my hope. Good. Nina and Sean were both on fire. Anthony Penza, Graham, Comic-Con is happening in Philly the same days as your comedy tours there. You're going, ooh, I didn't know that, Anthony, but yeah, I'll go. I'm wearing an X-Men shirt. Yeah, so we just added, we're going to be in Philly for 2 nights. The East Coast tour is really starting to come together. So we're doing DC June 12th, Baltimore the 13th, and then the 14th and 15th, we're doing Philly. And it's not a big venue. It's a really cool, intimate venue. So if those shows sell out, we're going to try to add more shows in Philly, but the tickets are already going for the Philly shows. All the East Coast shows it's crazy. They're already selling. And then we're in New Haven, Connecticut on the 16th, New York the 17th, and Boston on the 19th. So it's pretty awesome. So get your tickets now. They're starting to sell out, man. And maybe I'll go to Comic-Con during that day, that Saturday, the 15th or something like that. That'd be rad in Philly. Eric Jones is asking, was Bernie covered by the major networks? Yeah, and according to some of the other people, I haven't seen any of it. MSNBC was trashing it or whatever, which is to be expected. We shouldn't be surprised at this. Yeah, Bernie is running in the Democratic primary. The entire speech is on Bernie's YouTube channel. Everyone watch it if you have not seen it. Good speech. Oh, right on. Thank you for sharing that with us. Star Trekking. Yeah, that is a great name. Bernie and Nina were diamond. Yeah, Nina's fantastic. I mean, what I think is going to happen, he said already that his VP is going to be a woman of color. So at some point he's going to name Nina. And then Tulsi, when her campaign doesn't keep going because she's probably going to run out of money, it'd be great if she was, there's a lot about her I like. And but if her campaign doesn't get any more money, then she'll come in and join. And imagine this: Bernie, Nina is the VP, Tulsi is like Secretary of State. You had Stephanie Kelton, the Secretary of Treasury, and put Dennis Kucinich in the cabinet. Put all these real progressives in there, and it would just be fantastic. Put Jill Stein in the cabinet. Put a Green in the cabinet. The Secretary of, how about the head of the EPA is Jill Stein? Wouldn't that be fucking awesome? Oh, that'd be fantastic. Tulsi is more radical, more threat, less likely CIA. Will JFK Bernie? Yeah. Nina hasn't held office higher than state senate, so it would be a stretch to put her in VP. Don't forget Cornel West. He'd be great to have anything. Yeah, that's an interesting thing about Tulsi doesn't have Nina doesn't have enough experience to be VP. Maybe, but I don't know, man. She's pretty powerful and she sees what's going on, and that ticket crushes Trump. That ticket crushes Trump. I'm sorry. That just and they'll go out and they'll go to red states. And you'll see her talking in poor white communities. You'll see Nina Turner talking in poor white communities, and it'll resonate with people because she understands that. I hear what you're saying about her experience level, but man, if she was VP, I don't know. I think it'd be pretty badass. What? Hillary just announced that she's running again? Turn on the TV. You got to be fucking kidding me. Hold on. I'm turning on the TV right now. You got to be kidding me. You got to be fucking kidding me. Oh, this is a troll. Maybe someone's just trying to troll this thing. Hold on. I have this fantastic internet TV. Come on. Why is my... Where is everything? Anyway, while I'm waiting for this hotel TV, oh, there it is.
There's something you can point to. It wasn't quite perfect. Next up,
what is wrong? Okay. Oh my God, why is this taking so... Hold on. I'm Balthazar 228. There's Kentucky playing Tennessee in basketball. This is probably a dumb troll. Oh, I got everyone to leak something. How stupid is that? That's a pretty sad existence if that's your thing. I got everybody to think Hillary's winning. All I'm getting is college basketball. Maybe it's a joke. Oh, spring training baseball, Cubbies versus the Brewers. Yeah, oh, baseball's gonna start soon. I love baseball. Soccer. Oh, MLS is back. Ooh, I love the MLS. I like watching soccer, guys. It's all sports right now. I'm not seeing any. College basketball. I'm going through the channels, guys. I'm not seeing it. Okay, there's a cowboy and Indian knife fight. John Wayne. Oh, God, is this offensive? I can't. This is just. I can't watch this. There's no this. God, it's all the whole. It's all basketball and sports. There's no, where's CNN? It's all just like 500 ESPNs. Okay, I don't give a shit about golf. Hold on.
Longer than others, and there's some virtue in waiting longer because you shorten the race. He is 76 years old.
They're talking about Biden on CNN right now.
Record. Race, you become fair game for. So
shitty CNN, not. I don't know why this is all cluttery.
That's the thing that.
Former Obama senior advisor. Woman undecided Biden. Just say yes. Women, Biden. See that messaging?
Beto.
Beto O'Rourke is going to announce. Oh, this is fucking stupid. If CNN's going to be stupid, we're going to find a better one.
Gosh, this looks awfully good. This looks like we're going to have a hit.
All right. It's got to be something. I don't know why the cable's so shitty now all of a sudden. You want to buy it?
Ship it for free.
Haha, Bob Hope.
Is guaranteed.
All right. I'm going to keep. All right, there's MSNBC. We'll see what they say. Meanwhile, Balthazar228, Shave the Knuckles for Justice. Thank you for supporting the show. I'll vote for anyone as a third-party ticket. I'm not going to vote for anyone who will push establishment bullshit or validate a party on life support. That's a valid thing. If that's a reason you don't want to vote for Bernie, I get it, man. I totally get it. I understand to like Bernie because he's an independent, but he's running as a Democrat in the primary. And I understand some people just being like, I hate the Democratic Party and I can't support them in any way, shape, or form. I personally believe, I mean, I get that. I don't argue with, I don't like thinks that that's wrong or misguided in any way. I totally get it. Me personally, Bernie is our best chance at getting any sort of Green New Deal reform to happen. It's our best chance. So, that's why I think that's why I want him. That's why I put stock in him. I don't know, because it's like we talk about, the environment is completely collapsing, so it means that if something doesn't happen now, we have no shot. What is this? Hillary Clinton is to know an event in Selma. I don't know. My cable here is fucked, so I can't. It's all screwed up. So anyway, thank you, Balthazar228. I know somebody else. OTR Trucker, what's up? Shave the knuckles for justice. A dude was at the show last night, and after the show, he goes, "Shave the knuckles for justice," which was great. So OTR Trucker, political vigilante equals capo de surfer mafia. Charlie don't surf, but Tulsi does. Let's get Tulsi over 65,000 donors today. Hey man, that'd be awesome. I would love to, if she became president, I would love to be the secretary of surfing, her surfing minister. That would be rad. Charlie don't surf. Right on. So OTR Trucker, thank you for supporting the show. Capo de Surfer Mafia. Yeah. One of my goals is to surf with Tulsi Gabbard and just talk to her on a surfboard the way two surfers talk and ask her, like, are you going to expand all the war? There's a lot about you I like, Tulsi. I think you're awesome on so many levels. My worry is that you'll just keep the war machine going. See what she says. Boom. Balthazar228, thanks for supporting the show. Any Democrat progressive enough to represent progressives won't make it by gatekeeper Tom Perez, so we'll need someone outside the terminal party. It's a valid point, and we talk about this a lot, and who knows. So somebody posted all of the corporate Democrats are all running in states that the Democratic Party will need to block Bernie in the primary. All of them. If you look at it, they're all from states that are like, oh God, we can't have Bernie just clean up. So Wall Street and the war machine and everybody else is just, this is just fucking distracting me. This is stupid. I don't think Hillary is announced yet. That's my point. What if they do that? If they still flat out screw Bernie again, then I think this time he says, fuck this, and he runs as an independent. If they're like Joe Biden and Hillary and Joe back together again or something like that, or Joe and Kamala, I think Bernie says, nope, and he runs as an independent. That's my guess, which I would vote for that. I'm not voting for a corporate Democrat just to stop Trump. I'm just not doing it. I won't do it. I refuse to do it. Jeremy Chase, good to have you here, brother. I would like to see Bernie, Yang, and Tulsi on the main debate stage. So would I. Star Trekking. Okay, Bernie said he would endorse the Dem nominee on The View. That sucks. That's the thing about Bernie. That's just like, yeah. If that does it, and he does do that again, then this country's done. When it's over. Tiny Hands Trump. What's up? CNN is having a town hall for Yang, Tulsi, and others. Great. Good. They should. Carl Hamilton, no notifications. Is it just me? Well, here's the thing. Hit the bell notification button. They might have unchecked it. YouTube might have unchecked it for you. And then I say this every week. Also, follow me on social media. At Graham Elwood on Twitter, at Graham Elwood on Instagram, and my Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Graham Elwood. Don't try to make me a friend, the regular Facebook, because I'm maxed out on my friends. Just like my Facebook page. And I announce it, as I did this morning, I will be talking to you live at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Like, that's what I do. So follow me on social media. That's the base. That's the base thing. That's the best thing. Graham, people need to start talking about what never-ending elections actually mean. Horse races are about entertainment, but yeah, absolutely. It is the election cycle feeds the machine. Because look at the big corporate media. Look how much money is spent in ad time. You know, so I think like it's a valid point. The never-ending election cycle. You know, look at their ratings. These town halls and interviews with Bernie and Kamala and blah blah blah. They get great ratings. The Salt Lakers. Thank you for supporting the show. Shave the knuckles. Oh, sorry to get your blood pressure up, Graham. It was just a joke, I hope. Oh, okay. So you're the one who did the Hillary's running. Okay. Thank you for supporting the show and apologizing for that, and you letting us all know you're not some fuckstick troll, because we get those every week. Desert Wolf, we're going to be watching for you. So thank you for supporting the show. You were just all right. It's all good. Hillary's not running. But yeah, Joe Biden looks like he might run. And I think Hillary's ego, she's such a narcissist. The Clintons are such narcissistic lunatics that I don't think she's going to be able to sit this out. I just don't think she can handle not being in the conversation. I just don't think she can handle it. You know, if Bill could run again, if they could run together, they would. I mean, and she just might say, and Bill's my VP. I don't know, you know? So thank you, Salt Lakers, for supporting the show. Thanks. Please don't do that again. Please. You can support the show, but please don't say Hillary's running again on the chat. Thank you. Balthazar 228, shave the knuckles for justice. CNN should have their own town halls at the Arboretum. They keep filling them with plants. Great joke, dude. Great joke. Balthazar 228, always very skilled at making me laugh. So you're fantastic. Thank you. Bob Swanick, thank you for supporting the show. Shave the knuckles for justice, Bob. Cable has been shitty for quite some time. Got rid of it last year. Probably would have gotten an axe, and my TV would have been history, independent media. Bob, I hear you, brother. I cut my cable a while ago, and the thing that might make me have to go back is my cable provider keeps up. Just to get internet costs more than internet and cable together. It's just like, God, you know, and I got to get high-speed internet at my house because I'm uploading videos all the time. So on a side note, one of the things that's been like when I'm on the road like this, why I haven't been able to do as many videos, I try to get I usually do 2 videos a day, right? But it takes an hour to an hour and 40 minutes to upload one video on my internet here. And I don't have time to like find some place. So anyway, I'm all for cutting the cable, and I might, you know, but like I pay like almost $90 a month for high-speed internet. And if I could get that for $50, and then I got to have stupid cable, I might do it. I don't know. But you're right. Cut the cable. I'm all for it. Thanks, Bob, for supporting the show. Kate, what's up, Kate? Any way you can find out who your electoral college delegate is and interview them if they voted for Bernie? Wow. I don't know, Kate. I would, if I can do that, I will. That's a great question. Does anyone have any information on that? Does anybody know if you can find out who your electoral college delegate is and interview them and see if they voted for Bernie? That'd be awesome. Right on. Great question, Kate. If I can, I will. Thanks for supporting the show and shaving your knuckles for justice. All of you, shave your knuckles for justice. Shave your knuckles for justice. Do I smoke weed? No, I do not. I'm completely sober, but thank you for asking. Bernie is not, as somebody's, Bernie isn't dumb. He knows what the Democratic Party can do to him. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Confront the delegate system. Yeah, absolutely. Look, guys, in 16, Trump and Bernie both ran on populist messages. Trump's was obviously xenophobic and racist and sexist and all that. Bernie's was way more positive, but the Republican Party doesn't have super delegates. The Republican Party did not want Trump to be president. They were like, uh-oh. When it was clear, when he won, they're like, all right, we're going to jump in here and tell him what to do and stop all of his anti-interventionist talk and all that other crap. But we should absolutely confront it. We should absolutely find out who all these super delegates are. And if they try to do any of this crap, call them out, man. Protest inside of their offices, everything. You're from Indonesia. Hello. 45-second ad, but I love watching Graham, so I appreciate that. What's up? Love you too. Snaggy's mama. Hello from Indo. Chomsky with dick jokes. Bill Hicks used to say that, yeah. We need a marijuana inclusive GND. Green New Deal. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a great point. I know you're not just like smoke weed, but like it is a very valid point that in the Green New Deal, legalization of marijuana is a big part of it, because all of the positive effects of marijuana, it would absolutely, I would put that in there. Kate, what's up? Thanks for supporting the show. Shave the knuckles, Kate. Did you eat at Chicago Diner Super Tasty by California on Blue Line? No, I did not. I wish I had more time to do that. I've had I had this great ramen place in like Park Ridge yesterday. It was so good. They had a whole vegetarian menu. Man, it was great. It was called, I'll tell you the name of the ramen place I was at. A buddy told me that we ate at Ramen Misoya. It was great. Little teeny ramen place. And at lunchtime, it was packed. It was fantastic. So go there. Thanks, Kate. Mike Stander. Mike, thanks for supporting the show. What are your thoughts on reparations for ADOS? What about trying reparations for the cannabis industry? Legalize it, tax it, and put the money towards rebuilding Black communities. Just an idea. But that's, if reparations is a really interesting subject. On principle, I'm for it. How you would do that, I understand the arguments against it of like, well, if we do reparations, then we got to do reparations for everything. I mean, does the English government owe me reparations because of the potato famine in Ireland that my ancestors had to deal with? I don't know. I mean, I think if one thing you could say is, look, reparations are not financially feasible, but let's just get wage inequality. Let's just get it all even. And as Nina Turner said, if you help the Black community and other poor communities, then everybody benefits. So, reparations, I don't know. It's hard for me to like I said, it seems like a decent concept, a good idea, but can it be done? Can it be done realistically? Is it then fair to any other group, Native Americans, anyone else that has been, victims of slavery and genocide or whatever? It's a fair question. I think, honestly, rather than getting into a crazy debate on that, we should just be talking about a Green New Deal and fixing wage inequality, get everybody health care, get everybody college tuition, get everybody working on a Green New Deal. I think that would fix it. Inside a Green New Deal that legalizes marijuana and taxes the shit out of it. Look how much Colorado is benefiting from that. Get us off of Middle Eastern oil. Put money into infrastructure and schools and all this stuff. That would bring everybody up to equal. That would eradicate poverty. It would probably help a lot of racism, So that's where I that's what I feel about that. I hope, Mike, that answered your question. But thank you. But yeah, legalizing marijuana, and I think if you legalize marijuana on a federal level and tax the crap out of it and take that money back and and then it's as I say, everything's connected. So then we get rid of the private prison industry and all the people that are in jail for smoking weed, where we need to create criminals. We get rid of private prisons. We put money into our prison system to where people are actually being rehabilitated, not just going to criminal college, which is better for all of us as a society. Job training, all of this stuff. You give people hope, there's going to be way less crime. I've said this before, and I forget the guy's name, but it was in Florida. There was this guy who was like a hotel tycoon, billionaire. He went to the worst school district, the worst high school in Miami that had a horrible dropout rate and teen pregnancy and crime and gangs and the whole thing. And he said, anyone who graduates, I put up money for a college tuition. Well, guess what? The graduation rate went way up. Crime went down. Teen pregnancy, gang, all of it, all the numbers dropped. All the good numbers went up. That's the best way to do reparations. Give people a real hope, not fake Obama hope. Kate, thanks for supporting the show. Try Zia's in Edison Park super tomato sauce. Oh, thank you, Kate. I will. Rock Lee, do you think Tina will sway Bernie on reparations? That's a great question, Rock, and thank you for supporting the show. I don't know. I really feel, I worry that a big debate on reparations would distract us from a Green New Deal with the federal jobs guarantee and universal basic income and free college tuition. And, I feel like if we took care of everybody in the country today, and closed the loopholes for Native Americans, the missing and murdered Indigenous women, I've done some videos on that, where one of those loopholes is if a non-Native commits a crime on an Indian reservation, they can't be prosecuted by tribal police. So the FBI has to come and do it. And they'll have like one federal agent for the whole fucking state of Wyoming or something crazy like that. So I don't know. I mean, I wonder, does reparations just cause more divide and more, these liberals just want handouts from the right, whereas a Green New Deal puts the whole country to work. And because what happens is then you've got people, and I'm not saying people don't deserve reparations, and slavery was obviously awful. The genocide of the Native American people was obviously awful. But then what the argument is, look at West Virginia. 50% poverty, almost exclusively a white state, opioid epidemic, drugs, crime, all the awful stuff that is in every poor community of any ethnicity. Then they say, well, we've had to go through all this crap. Why do they get reparations and we don't? That's the problem. Is I worry that reparations is just sort of another argument distraction when you see 70% of Fox News watchers are for a tax increase on the wealthy, the 10 million or more, when people want free healthcare. Everybody, Republican, Democrat. And if you did that and you gave people all of these social services and benefits and education and job opportunities, then it would fix everything for generations to come. That's what I think on that. I don't know. I appreciate you guys. These are really good questions to ask. This is a good discussion to have, and I appreciate it. Hello, oxygen from marijuana plants, easily renewable, decent to soil. Yeah. Good discussions, guys. Fish and chips. What are you guys talking about? Yeah. Cut the military by at least 59%. Absolutely. I have a question. Why does no one except Lee Camp talk about the repeated inconsistencies between the vote tallies and the exit polling in the 2016 Democratic primaries? It's a good thing to bring up. And this is the thing, guys. All of us now have to pay so much attention, and we got to be loud and vocal and pay attention and hold everyone accountable when they try to cheat, because they're going to cheat again. They're going to cheat. It's going to happen. Both parties are going to cheat. So pay attention. Sly Tendencies 87. Thanks for supporting the show. Love the show and want to see you in Ohio someday. Right on, Sly. Yeah, we'll try to get to Ohio. Let me look at our. So we're coming to Chicago with the Jimmy Dore show in July. Jimmy's doing it July 13th, and we're going to set some other shows around there. Ron and I were thinking maybe we might try to add some Midwestern shows around there. So Ron and I are already in the Midwest doing progressive comedy tour shows, and then we come to Chicago to do a Jimmy Dore show. So, you know, let's see. Maybe we'll do that. I'll talk to Ron about that. Maybe we go to Ohio on that Wednesday or Thursday or something like that, but I appreciate it. Sold out tonight. Stuff for your Patreon people. I don't understand that. Kate, thanks for supporting the show, but sold out tonight. Stuff for your Patreon people? I'm not sure about that. Meaning, what does that mean, Kate? Explain that to me a little more. Thank you. Jeremy Chase, poor and middle-class whites would lose their goddamn minds over reparations. Bernie's policies are actually a form of reparations that would serve all ethnicities at the bottom of the economic ladder. Yeah, that's a great point. And we don't need anything more that's going to bring more division. All right, you got a shitload of fans in. Don't I have a show tonight? Oh, I see, Kate. Yeah. I have two shows tonight, 7 and 9:30 in Chicago, or excuse me, at the Zanies in Rosemont. If you're at my $15 or above level of Patreon, I can get you into the show, even if it's sold out. So if you're in the Chicago area and you've joined my $15 level, I think I put it at $15 or something like that. It might be sold out already. I don't know, but I got to check. But yeah. Boom, boom, pow. I'll put you on the guest list tonight if you want to come. Probably have to be the late show, because usually the 7 o'clock show is like sold out to the wall. Reparations by income disparity by zip code. Yeah, I still feel I kind of agree with what Jeremy Chase said about poor whites would lose their mind, and how about just use the economic policies to give equality to everybody in the low economic part of the situation. That's what I feel like that. I've not seen that guy. I haven't seen the video of that guy confronting Netanyahu. Yeah, it is an uphill battle trying to decide what is good enough to be called reparations. That's what I'm saying. Like we're in this crazy argument in this fight versus everyone can agree, except the 1%, except the billionaires. Everybody, every working class, every poor person of every ethnicity can agree. Let's fix today. We fix today, get everybody even, get everybody opportunities in healthcare and education and good jobs and making, $40 an hour, making solar panels. That would fix it. Yeah, I know whites were not enslaved, but that's the point, Jilly. See, you're absolutely correct. I'm not saying what slavery and the genocide that happened to blacks and Native Americans wasn't awful, but then we're in this crazy argument about all of it. And then we're not fixing today's problems. And the right wingers will lose their shit over it. They'll just lose their shit over it. Where what we need to do as progressives is unify. The Democratic Party has abandoned working class people for decades. And Bernie, like he got them, he's going to resonate with them. Taj Marie, not to be divisive. Thank you for supporting the show. Shave the knuckles. If reparations is not a part of the solution, how do you eliminate the discriminatory practice of blacks being denied business loans with favorable items as well as jobs? Well, it's a great point. That's what I'm saying. I think that is stuff we can fix today. That is part of the problem. And I mean, that means banking overhaul, and that's part of a Green New Deal. Inside of a Green New Deal, I would have public banks. That's what I would do. I would really get public banks in there, because public banks would be small business loans, part of a Green New Deal, and part of, as we were just talking about, raising up anybody of any ethnicity in a tough economic situation is low interest business loans. These awful Wall Street banks don't give a shit about that. But a public bank would do that. And that's what you would do. And that's, again, it would be part of a Green New Deal. So everybody is, and if you have a green, a business model or something, then you have a better shot at getting a low interest business loan. That's how it used to be with the old savings and loans. You're a small business owner, you could get a loan for, minor percentage points. The bank makes a little bit of money off the interest, and you have a shot at growing your business. But yeah, I think, again, if you fix all of the inequalities and the institutionalized racism that you're talking about, Taj Marie, and then if you start helping everybody, if you just help this group over that group, or one of the groups feels like you're helping this group over that group, So, yeah, that's what I would do. Kate. All right, Kate, email me on Patreon your name, and I'll get you on probably the 9:30 show, if that's all right. Let me know if you want to come, what show you prefer. There's a 7 and a 9:30 tonight. 9:30 might be easier to do it, but email me on Patreon, and I'll get you on the list. All right. Thanks for supporting the show, Kate. You're fantastic. Shave your knuckles. Ernie B, do you think we should get high-speed rail in California? That's a great question. I did a video on it, how Gavin Newsom, the new corporate Democrat governor of the state of California, he's killing it. You know what I mean? And I think that he's not. Yes. The short answer is yes, they absolutely should get high-speed rail. We should have it coast to coast. Ron and I were just looking at the travel options between Salt Lake City and Boise. We're going there in May. And it's a 5-hour drive. And it's like rental cars are expensive to pick up in one city. It's a one-way rental. It's like, oh. Then Ron goes, look, see what it costs to take a train. There's no train between Salt Lake City and Boise, Idaho. There's a Greyhound bus. But I think we should be having that all over the high-speed rail all over the country, especially in these big travel corridors, like between two major cities like Salt Lake City and Boise, between San Francisco and Los Angeles. Imagine if we had high-speed rail from San Diego to Seattle, that stopped in LA, San Francisco, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Vancouver, Canada. What if we did that? Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that just be amazing? Put a bunch of people to work building it, put a bunch of people to work working on it, and then And you have obviously some smaller town stops between those big cities. So then when you have those smaller town stops, guess what grows out of that station? Oh, coffee shops and hotels and businesses around each stop. So it's a fantastic thing. 134 people watching, 73 likes. Hit the like button, you guys, and share this out on your social media. Natural Progressive, what's up, Chris? We were just talking about Salt Lake City. We will see you in May. Ray Foley, Shave the Knuckles for Justice. The good guy came in first in the 25th ward in Chicago, Byron Lopez. Now a runoff in April. Chicago Movement for a People's Party supporting. All right. Awesome. Byron Lopez in the 25th ward, which I believe the 25th is where the Thalia Hall is. That's Pilsen. Nice. A runoff in April. Outstanding, man. Way to go, Ray Foley. Thank you for telling us that. And guys, if you live in the 25th ward in Chicago or have any friends or family that live in the 25th ward in Chicago, or you just want to get involved, look up Byron Lopez and support him. Help work on his campaign. Get a real progressive in the 25th ward. The 25th ward, like a lot of cities, a lot of neighborhoods in Chicago and cities all over America, they're trying to gentrify it. It's a primarily Latino neighborhood, and they're trying to gentrify it. So Byron Lopez, get on board. We talk about this all the time. Get involved. Get a bunch of progressives and Movement for a People's Party in aldermen in the wards. Man. So I talk about this. City council, school board, mayor, ward alderman, and however your city is broken up. That is going to affect change. That's affecting change from the ground up. Thanks for letting us know that, Ray. I appreciate it. What do I think is going to happen when America finds out the banksters crash the economy again? Oof, I don't know. I really worry about that. It's a valid question. I think it's pretty gnarly what could potentially happen, man. So I don't know. That worries me a lot. So I don't know. I think this time people are going to wake up and go, I think there's going to be some people really mad that Obama didn't prosecute them and do any real change, which I agree with, So I think people are waking up, You are just posing the question that they are just extracting the wealth again. Yeah, they've extracted. Another crash is coming. They didn't regulate a goddamn thing. There's a mortgage bubble, there's a car loan bubble, there's a student loan bubble, there's a carbon bubble. They're all going to pop, Vincent Collada, are you a Russian propagandist? Yes, every day. I just get up and I eat borscht and Putin tells me what to do. He calls me and then we just talk about how to push Russia. You like the old school X-Men shirt? Boom. I got this and this really cool Black Panther shirt because I like comics. Let's see. Don't forget, guys, you can donate on Streamlabs if you want. You can hit the super chat button like all these other folks have done, which is great. If you want to donate on Streamlabs, it goes through PayPal. Unforced Error, thank you for the $5. Supporting the eventual nominee feels like an unforced error. Tom Perez shitting himself over whether cheating Bernie causing him to run as a third party and the Democrats could come in third in 2020 is a viable tactic to force his hand. No barriers now. No, the Democrats have to be terrified. As stupid and as head in their up their ass as they have, they're paying attention. They see the numbers. They saw. I mean, look at how much money Bernie raised in like 2 days. They're aware of what's happening, and I think they're going to be confronted with the reality of if we screw Bernie again, we're fucked. And why don't we just let Bernie win because he's the most popular guy, but we'll just try to make him do our bidding. I think that's what they're gonna have to come to that reality, because Bernie's just gonna start kicking everyone's ass. That's what I think. That's what I absolutely think. SpongeBob underwear? No, I don't have that. Yeah, Pat the Batman fan. Remember, this is all about money. Yeah, Putin is my body. Are you Putin's body? Did I read your chat? No. What is here? Did I miss one of them? I'm sorry if I missed one of them. I did read one of your chats earlier. Yes, Kate, I'm performing at Zany's tonight. Answer that. Yeah, I read your chat earlier, OTR Trucker. The one you did earlier? Yeah, I read that. Unless you did another one that I missed. TNC isn't scared. They still got the power. Yeah, I don't know, but they're starting to see it wane, man. What does shave the knuckles mean? And is it a metaphor or is it literal? Thank you, LeGrand Larrabee, for joining us. A couple of months ago, somebody donated and I went, yeah. And I just saw my knuckles and I went, shave your knuckles for justice. It's a stupid thing. It really there's no deeper meaning other than just boom, shave the knuckles for justice. I'm an idiot. That's what it means. I'm a jackass. Yeah, as Pat says, knuckle shaving is a lifestyle. Knuckle shaving lifestyle choice, you guys. Shave your knuckles for justice. Yeah. The Russian architecture around. Shave your knuckles for aerodynamics. Yeah, it's a sleek. I want you to be more sleek. You guys are fantastic. When do you think Bernie should announce his VP? Like I said at the top of the chat, when some of these other people start falling out, when it becomes a 2-3 person race, that's when Bernie says, okay, here's my VP. When the DNC really starts fucking with him, Beto may be running alongside with Biden. That's my point. When they do, because the DNC is like, oh, we got to get Bernie in there. We got to get Beto. Just wait. When they pull that shit, that's when Bernie's going to go, okay, here's my VP. It's going to be my opinion. It's either going to be Tulsi or it's going to be Nina. That's what I think. And then it's like, uh-oh. Then he's crushing everybody, in my opinion. Yeah, shaving your knuckles does help with catching a good wave. I hope that answers your question about the shaving knuckles. My hairy knuckles are your best feature. Well, just shave these two then. Just these two, and then leave these ones hairy. And it's these two, the two forceful knuckles. Maybe you guys want me to shave them right now, a live shave chat? I can shave those knuckles right now. I'll do it. I agree with you, Graham. Nina Turner is a better pick than Tulsi or anyone else's VP. I trust Nina more, and she's a better advocate and speaker than Tulsi is. Yeah. They're going to need, some foreign policy help, I believe. Nina Turner is really good on domestic, as is Bernie. There's some issues I have with Bernie on his foreign policy. So Tarathalas, Bernie will lose to Kamala on the second vote. He is controlled opposition. He does not intend to win. And why would you want him? Jesse Ventura is the only hope. He's a true independent pacifist. You know, I don't know if I think that's true, but I see where you're coming from. I don't think Bernie is controlled opposition. I think he really legitimately wants to do this. I like Jesse Ventura, and I would vote for him. So it's a valid point you're bringing up. Bernie actually supported the sanctions on Iraq in the 90s, which caused over 500,000 children to die. That's a valid point, man. Hey, what's up? Yeah, he's definitely not anti-war. I don't think Jesse's going to run, which is valid. I would like to see Jesse Ventura body slam Trump. Yes, Salt Lakers. Absolutely. Jesse does hate the system. Ventura Door 2020. What would be your top 3 candidates for 2020 primary, given who's in the race now? Given who's in the race now? Bernie, Tulsi, and probably Andrew Yang. Proudfoots, shave the knuckles for justice. Mint Press News reports Australia issued Assange a passport. Ooh. Something's going on. Wow. I haven't done one of those Unity for Jays in a while because they do them on Fridays now, and my Fridays have been really busy. That's good to hear. That could mean that maybe the pressure that was put on by the Australian citizens to the Australian government is like, hey, he's an Australian citizen. You need to protect him. God, that's good to hear, Proudfoots. Thank you for letting us know that. You put a web link up here, Mint Press News. All right, that link is up there for everybody to check out. I'm going to... What's behind Australia's decision to suddenly grant Julian Assange a passport? This is by Jimmy Slamma. This just got dropped today. I'll read it for you. On February 22nd, the Sydney Morning Herald reported that Australia's Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade issued Julian Assange a new passport despite the fact that these officials had reservations about doing so. According to the article, last year officials stated that Assange's entitlement to a passport might be affected by an arrest warrant in connection with a serious foreign offense. Boo. Meaning the Section 13 of the Australian passports. Section 13 of the Australian Passports Act states that an application may be rejected if the applicant is subject to arrest warrant for a serious foreign offense, is restricted from driving because of a serious foreign offense, or if the issuance of a passport would compromise proceedings connected with a serious foreign offense. However, it would be extraordinary if the Australian government's reservations last year had anything to do with a U.S. indictment or charges against Assange, some of which may include charges under the Espionage Act, since it has only went ahead and issued the passport, but recently, as last week, maintained that there is no evidence of any U.S. charges against Assange. Ooh. The real question here is why the Australian government is playing nice by issuing Assange a passport, yet it has refused to acknowledge evidence of a sealed indictment against him or provide him with any sort of substantial assistance to get him home in the last 8+ years. Yeah, I wonder if they're doing this as a tactic to just try to get him out of the embassy and then arrest him and hand him over to the U.S. Because the U.S. has been, that's what the U.S. does. It leans on its allies. It leaned on Ecuador. It leans on the Brits. Susie Dawson has told us about the NSA's Five Eyes. So it's interesting. After publishing the 5 major publications during 2010, including a U.S. intelligence reports on WikiLeaks, Collateral Murder, the Afghan War Diary, the Iran War Logs, and Cablegate, Assange had made some powerful enemies, but even political figures calling his assassination didn't rouse the Australian government's interest. After being questioned about comments made by former Alaska Governor Sarah Palin and former senior advisor to the Canadian Prime Minister Tom Flanagan that Assange should be hunted down and assassinated, then Minister of Foreign Affairs Kevin Rudd essentially responded that any threats that had occurred should be referred to the United States and Canada. In the Senate, former Senator Scott Ludlam, who fought tirelessly for Assange over the years, tried to address the threats Assange was facing on several occasions, including the possibility of being transferred without any due process, also known as temporary surrender, in a May 2012 Senate hearing. This is really interesting, man. This is really interesting. He's a journalist. He's been recognized as a journalist by the Queen's High Court. This is a really good article, guys. Thank you for sending me this, Proudfoots. I don't know what this means. My first instinct is to not trust it. Yeah. Yeah. The article is asking the same question I just asked, which is why is it really safe for him to come home after all? Interesting. Interesting. Thank you, Proudfoots, man. X-Men, heck yeah. What's up, Lauren? I'm going to run for president. My platform sending Jeff Bezos into space, one-way trip, then we divide up the Amazon. It's a good plan. I'm all for it. See if anyone's donated on the Streamlabs. Thank you so much for supporting the show. All right. 136 people, 96 likes. I love it. Invade the Cayman Islands. Yeah. I did not see the Intercept live stream on surveillance capitalism. Good point. Usopp the Liar. Thanks for supporting the show. Shave the Knuckles. Hey, Graham, thanks for fighting. My pleasure. I love fighting for all of us. That's what I like doing. So it's a Saturday afternoon, and I could be enjoying that really weird mirror in my hotel room or these two crazy spotlights over my bed. But instead, I want to talk to you guys because I like doing this. And so many of you have come out to all the shows I've done in Chicago this week. I really appreciate it. And in a week and a half, Ron and I are going to be in March 10th. We go to Lafayette, Louisiana. March 11th, Oxford, Mississippi. March 12th, Pensacola, Florida. March 13th, New Orleans. Come to the shows, guys. April 12th, we are going to Fort Worth, Texas. April 13th, Houston. April 14th, San Antonio. April 15th, Austin. Progressive Comedy Tour. In May 11th, we're going to Salt Lake City. May 12th, we're in Salt Lake City doing Political Vigilante Live. May 13th, we're going to Boise. June, East Coast Tour, baby. June 12th, DC. June 13th, Baltimore. June 14th and 15th, Philly. June 16th, New Haven, Connecticut. June 17th, New York City. June 19th, Boston. Might add some more dates, but come out to those shows, everybody. June 12th, we don't have anything. June 12th, we're in Washington, D.C. Yeah, come hit us up in D.C. Australia was instructed to hate Assange by Clinton, and our lickspittle government complied. Yeah, I know. We're all a bunch of broke fucks trying to keep the lights on. Yeah, I hear you, brother. Moose Gal, only two Democratic socialists win spots in Chicago City Council, 3 headed to runoffs. Outstanding. I'm going to do an article on that. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, hey. What's the matter? I want to make sure I save that for an article to talk about. More DSA people are winning, baby. It's happening. Pat the Batman fan. Marketing idea. Graham's knuckle shaving cream. Right on. Pat, send me some artwork on shaving the knuckles for justice if you get the time. Come and get your love, Redbone. Oh, I love that. I love that song. I was listening to it today. I can't get enough of it. Ben Tahoe OG, they decided Trump is not allowed to block people on Twitter, saying it's a public medium. Is there any way that gets us one step closer to a public-based Twitter, YouTube, not-for-profit? Like, yeah, that's a great question, man. That would be awesome. Instead of letting the tech billionaires determine our freedom of speech, I would love that. I would really love that. So come and get your love when you close at Arby's. Right on. I have a knuckle wig. Oh, CNN is horrible. I'm still blown away that you still think voting matters after all that's happened in our faces for the last 20 years. Yeah, voting is it's rigged and they keep fucking with us, but it's still something we have. And do I think voting is the be all end all? I think there's so many things we need to fix, and the voting system is obviously one of them, but we can still do it. And I believe we should. I know it's broken. I know they rig it, but the more people that vote, we're just going to overwhelm them. And I think we still have to participate in that. I still believe it. Even though it's broken, there's a lot of other things. I talk about we got to do everything. It's death of 1,000 cuts. That's how we're going to take down the systems. Protest. It's resistance. It's striking. Look at all of these teacher strikes that have had success. That's what it's going to take. So Tara Thrales. Tara, shave the knuckles for justice. Jesse's wintering off the grid in Mexico until April. The Greens invited him to their presidential convention. He'll give his decision when he returns. Ooh, good to know. I would love it if Jesse ran. I would absolutely love it. You know, because he would pull some red state folks over to him. You know, he's a tough talking Navy SEAL, you know, I mean, who's anti-war because he saw it, and good for him, man. And, you know, I think everyone's going to, I don't know. I think something interesting is going to happen in 2020. I really do. Something big, interesting, different. It's going to get shaken up for the better in 2020. Either an independent's going to win, they're going to screw Bernie, and everyone's just going to abandon, and somebody I don't know. I just have this feeling. That's my gut on this. But thank you for supporting the show, Tara, and thank you for letting us know that. I didn't know that. Yeah, voting only works on ballot initiatives. Yeah. Any good books you recommend reading? I've been reading this book by Alan Ross. I think they self-published it. La Calavera. It's a fiction book. It's about a pirate radio station, but it's all about fighting the system and corporate media. And it's funny. This guy gets visitations like President Nixon is his spirit animal, and Nixon's just a dick. I don't know. I'm not that far into it. I'm about 40, 50 pages in, but it's a pretty cool read. So I would check this book out. I like it. That's what I'm reading right now. On top of, I go back into, I have Striking Thoughts, which is this Spike Lee, Bruce Lee book of just his sort of view on life. And I always dip into that for a little bit, but that's what I'm reading right now. So it's a good book. Where did I find that X-Men shirt? Fight the System. I found this at a Target for $10. Target sells cool stuff. You're reading History of Corruption in, all right, cool. Broadcasting Graham live to Cortez, Colorado today on Pirate fucking Radio. Thanks to y'all. Right on, Phil. Thanks, brother. Yeah, people said, what? Read 1984 Animal Farm, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. 135 people, 109 likes. I love it. Public banks for sure. Please recycle. Right on. Let's go back to the Streamlabs and see anybody's here to ask me a question. General Smedley Butler is Jesse Ventura's hero. Yeah. I gotta read War is a Racket. I've only heard quotes and excerpts from it, obviously, but I want to read the whole book. And Jimmy always talks about Listen Liberal. I haven't read that yet. But I would say Death of the Liberal Class for sure. America and the New Mandarins, the book that Chomsky wrote in the late 60s about the Vietnam War as it was happening, is pretty eye-opening, and it also very relatable today. Yeah. Cut My Teeth on Animal Farm, 1984, Brave New World, Lord of the Flies, and Handmaid's Tale in 1998. I read Lord of the Flies. Had a very profound impact on me. I read that when I was like 12 or 13. I was at the age of all the characters in the story. 1984 had a profound impact on me. Animal Farm did. All those had really key. I bet you they don't let you study those anymore. Das Kapital, Origin of the Species, and The Wealth of Nations. Those are good. I haven't heard of those books. Right on. Oh, Das Kapital I have. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy for a laugh. Jesse Ventura wrote the foreword to the new edition of War is a Racket. Outstanding. Oh, good. Good to hear you all still read those books. Nice. We are living book 7 of Harry Potter. Poor Piggy, yeah. Schultz 100. Marx, Darwin, Adam Smith. Nice. Chicago, Moose Gal will elect its first black woman as mayor. Runoff election will be in April. Last time Chicago had a woman mayor was 1979. Jane Byrne, she's the first ever female mayor. There's only been one female mayor in the city of Chicago, Jane Byrne. I moved to Chicago in like 81 when Jane Byrne was mayor. And then Harold Washington became mayor. He was the first black man as a mayor. So no matter what, Chicago is going to have a black woman as mayor, which is a good thing overall. I hope whoever wins is an actual progressive. because Chicago is like typical old school corrupt city with all this money. You know, Chicago spends so much money on its public schools, and even in the bad neighborhoods, there's still, the schools are still bad, and it's like they spend all this money, so the money needs to be managed correctly. But Moby Dick is a metaphorical masterpiece about obsession. To Kill a Mockingbird, oh my God, I read To Kill a Mockingbird. That movie, or that book, had a very profound effect on me. And then we watched the movie with Gregory Peck in school, which is amazing. Watch the movie too. You'll see a young, I'm blanking on his name. Catcher in the Rye is good. Subliminal Seduction, right? They banned Vonnegut books from high schools. Yeah, Fahrenheit 451 I read. Native Son. Ooh, I haven't read that. Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail is great. Obviously, Hedges' book that just came out last year, which was America, the Farewell Tour. Streetcar Named Desire, I did read that. If you get a chance, find John Pilger's documentary on Diego Garcia. It's YouTube. It's on YouTube. Imperialism Denied. Right on. Oh, liberals want to ban To Kill a Mockingbird for racism now. They even read it. Oh, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Kilgore Trout. Yeah, we have started a book club, you guys. Here on Goodreads, I started a book club on Goodreads. Let me go to Goodreads. I'm going to put the link up. I'm going to put this link. So I started a book club on Goodreads. Let's see. Group. Hold on. I'm going to do this right. Graham Elwood's Progressive Book Club. Okay, there's currently only 5 members. So go to, I'm going to put this here, go to goodreads.com and sign up for that. Graham Elwood's Progressive Book Club. Let's all join this book club. And we can have this, we can talk about this shit all the time. Merchants of Doubt. Lori Lightfoot is the very progressive mayor of Chicago candidate. She is also a lesbian. Okay. Lori Lightfoot, right on. James Baldwin. Oh, God, he's so amazing. I can listen to them on your page, all right? Chicago is Not Broke by Tom Tresser. Nice. These are great books, guys. We're talking books. The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. Financial Account of the Meat Industry. Oh, yeah, I heard that book's unbelievable. Bridge to Terabitha, first book that made you cry. Chris Foster, thanks for sharing with us. Check out Verso and Haymarket Presses for book lists and catalogs. They are on Twitter too. They tweet about great sales as well. Also find a book and ask library to order it. Yeah, I like going to libraries. You want to be all socialist. Death of the Liberal Class. Is the NSA monitoring the group yet? I don't want them knowing what I'm sure they have been monitoring for a while. If you're in the NSA and you're monitoring us, come on, do the right thing. Be a whistleblower. It's better for the planet. It's better for your soul. It's better for your soul. Do it. Do the right thing. Can you start a group on library thing? Probably not. Let's just get the Goodreads going. Midwest Socialist is the official podcast of the Chicago chapter of the DSA. Right on. I just joined the DSA in Los Angeles, and I went to like a meetup last month, which was cool. I'm going to try to get more involved. Been traveling a lot, obviously, but I'm going to try to do some stuff with the DSA in Los Angeles, which is cool. Get involved, guys. It's like $20 a year or something. Yeah, if you're in the NSA, you can afford the super chat for sure. Marx's critique of capitalism was spot on. We're living through it right now. You don't have to agree with the solution, but you can disagree. You can't disagree with the critique. Yeah, I know. Hey, you're watching from South Africa. Right on. Thanks for joining us, dude. Or dudette. However, it's wherever you're at. Slaughterhouse 5. Yeah, man, I saw that. What do you do as a DSA member? I just joined. And so one of the things they have you do is sign up. You sign up for committees and you start getting involved. So go to DSA-LA.org. So you go there and then join, and it says committees. So then you get involved, and there's all these different committees and subgroups. There's like here, there's a climate justice committee. There's a healthcare committee. There's a housing and homelessness committee. There's a labor committee. There's a prison abolition committee, immigration justice, Agitprop, which is agitation and propaganda. I'm going to join that committee because I'm a filmmaker. And so I'm going to just sign up right now. And then you get involved. So I'm going to join that because I want to shoot videos for them and stuff like that. Because that's my skill set. I already know how to do that. I've directed all of this stuff. So I'm joining this right now. So there, I just signed a committee, and then you get involved in all the committees. That's what I think. There you go. That's how you get involved. How does that sound? Yeah, if you'll meet fun folks, Moose Gal, if you like potlucks and good times activism is an all bummer. Yeah, that's when I went to this like karaoke party they had in LA, and I met people, and somebody recognized me. He's like, "Hey man, you're the political vigilante," which was cool. And I just started talking to people. It was really cool, man. Chelsea Manning has vowed to fight a subpoena to testify before a grand jury March 5th against WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. Good for her, man. You're gonna fuck with her? Like, look what she went through. She's not backing down. So right on. please come do some shows in Olympia, Washington. Ron and I have been talking about that. We are going to do a Pacific Northwest tour. We're going to hit like Portland, maybe hit in Seattle. We might do Olympia and Vancouver and maybe like, Eugene, Oregon. We'll be up that way. Corey Heinlein, shout out to Graham's Book Club. I love it. Thanks, guys. 118 people watching, 125 likes. Awesome. Thanks for joining the book club, guys. We're getting it off the ground. I like it, man. Right on. Well, guys, we're right here. We're right at the 90-minute mark. So I got to get going because I got stuff I got to do before my shows tonight. Kate, I will be emailing you shortly. So thank you to, where was it? Unforced Air on Streamlabs for the donation. Guys, if you ever want to support the show, you can go to grahamelwood.com. There's a donation button through PayPal. There's a P.O. box. If you just want to, some people just feel like sending money and doing that because they don't want to go through the internet, which is totally cool. I get it. And then I want to thank all these people. So you can send stuff to the P.O. box. You can just donate through PayPal. Of course, Patreon, become a Patreon member. You get all this cool access to all of this bonus content, early access to the audio podcast. It's a cool thing. And I put social media posts on Patreon that you can only get there. You can just submit articles. You get to do the Skype interviews, which are really cool. You get to do all this cool stuff. So I will be on Jimmy's Ventura show. Steph just emailed me. So Jimmy's going to Ventura, California. I will be on that show. Thank you, Balthazar228, for supporting the show. OTR Trucker. Yes, I'm a capo to Surfer Mafia. Charlie don't surf, baby. Balthazar228 again. The Salt Lakers, thank you for your joke and supporting the show. Balthazar228 again. Bob Swanick coming from the left. Boom. Kate, we'll see you tonight. Kate again. We'll see you again. Mike Stander. Boom. Rock Lee, thank you for supporting the show. Kate again. We'll see you tonight. Sly Tendencies 87. Boom. We'll see you, Sly. Kate, right on. Kate again. Taj Marie, great questions, everybody. Kate again, thanks, Kate. Ray Foley, Proud Foods, Balthazar, Balthazar228, Door/Elwood 2020 for debate moderators. Chicago may not have figured out pizza, but they did produce two amazing jack-off comedians. Right on. This comic I was working with this last night, this guy, Kevin Naughton, I've known him for years. He's like, yeah, these fucking jags. Just only Chicago guys say that shit. So thanks. Usopp the Liar, thanks for supporting the show. Pat the Batman fan, right on. Tara Thalas, thank you so much. Corey Heinlein, Balthazar228, watch the video. All right, dude, it's kind of hard with the Mac. I'm going to try. Thank you all so much. I know Jimmy starts in about 20 minutes. We got the deep dish motherfuckers. You guys are fantastic. I love doing this. Great discussion today. Really great discussion today. All the stuff with reparations and the possible people running and all the different stuff. It's really cool. Like, and I'm, because of you guys, I'm gonna in the next month, I'm gonna get new lighting for my studio because I know we need to improve the lighting. I'm always trying to improve the lighting and sound. But that's all thanks to you guys. You guys keep growing this channel. Look, man, 2 years ago, I had 164 subscribers, and now I have 17,000. That's in 2 years. So we're going to keep growing this. Keep sharing it. Sinead, what's up, everybody? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Have fun at Jimmy's chat. Shave your knuckles for justice. We will see you on the road for the Progressive Comedy Tour.